is the first time.
This is the first time. Okay, Aswa. Thank you for coming here.
This is obviously not my home.
Yes, this is not your home.
Not my home. It's a lot more interesting. We've got a nice background here. Some nice lighting.
Yes. Hi guys, this is Frenchie and today we are with Aswa. What is actually your story and how did you end up as a director?
I look down on commercials. I'm an artist. I guess you just have to wait for that one opportunity. I feel there's still a lot for me to learn, which is what keeps me going. I'm going to cut this part out.
So you said that you worked in Korea. How's it to work in Korea? What do you like about commercial direction? We've done a commercial together.
Because that was my bias, I guess. Because most filmmakers, if someone came up to me and said, "Oh, I want to become a film director," I'm like, "Oh, here we go again."
People don't really realize how taxing in terms of energy filmmaking is.
Let me see if I can sell this to the client. I guess it's one of my weaknesses. So I'm curious about how other directors have approached color grading from your experience. So for example, so when working here, how has it been when working with other directors? Like, are they very involved, or do they just kind of sit back and give brief comments, or are there some who are knowledgeable in Da Vinci?
Okay, so I think there's few types of directors.
Yeah.
There's what we say, like maybe there's two big types, which is like the one that leave me the whole blank card, which is like, oh, you know, like you have, I mean, I send you the reference and you do whatever you want.
Right.
You know? So then like I send options and the director choose one option, and when we extend the grade I don't have that many comments. So this is the first type. The second type of director that I have a lot, which is the anxious type.
Okay.
Which then like people that, of course, you know, like they trust me because they took me for their project, but then like maybe as they have a lot of stress out of the project, want to make it perfect, so then it becomes like behind my back and be like, okay, this you change, this you change, this you change. This tiny tree that you see at the background, it needs to be greener. You see what I mean?
But how's the result like working with those kind of directors?
So then like for me, I'm trying to protect the image.
Right.
So my way of doing things is I become then the therapist, which is like I'm trying to soothe, you know, like your anxiety and be like, oh, don't worry. I feel like if, for example, we are raising this tree at the background, it will push the shadows and make the image flatter. So I think it's a good idea to maybe just leave this tree and see what the client is thinking about. Because if, for example, the client doesn't have any comment on this tree, then it doesn't matter.
But
right?
do they listen to you?
Some listen, some doesn't. If, for example, they don't listen to me, that's fine, because I'm just coming here to make your project look good. If, for example, you don't allow me the space to do this, I'm very respectful, and so I find that I would always try to find solutions. Even if you, for example, like you don't want to listen to me, I will still like try to solve your problem. Why you are doing in this direction. So yeah, this is what I do mostly. So
this kind of director, would you say would be more difficult to handle or work with?
It's a bit more difficult to handle because then and this is completely understandable. This is people that are pretty stressed of the project. It could be like come from the client, come from the agency, come from the situation on set, the context and everything. So yes, this is a bit more difficult, but I don't blame them because of the situation.
Right. But also, isn't it because they don't know what they want?
I kind of feel that like when you stress,
Yeah.
you can't think properly,
Okay.
and then you don't know what you want, right? So I have also I have the anxious type, which is the one that wants to be perfect for the client, so then tweaking like every details and everything. And I have also the one that is anxious in terms of FOMO. So then like it will be someone that like will send me a lot of references that are completely different, and also that maybe then like would ask me multiple options for grading to present, and that are quite different because maybe he or she is scared of like missing out on one style and trying to make the most out of their footage. So yes, I think a good advice maybe for directors is before coming to the grading session, having a really clear idea on how you want your film to look, because then like when you arrive at the session, everyone is on the same page.
But I think the dilemma is that I guess most directors, especially when it comes to the ones who are very anxious, I would say that it's mainly because they are second guessing what the client wants more than what they want.
I think so.
And so they'd be like, oh, I'm sure the client will want it brighter or want more saturation, or can you make that moody cloud sunny?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have and I think like it's not to be like, oh, that's lame or something like this, but sometimes I have some people that ask me to make the sky purple, and I'm like, what? What? And I'm like, what? And just like because maybe
it's meant to look psychedelic.
Psychedelic. No, it's more maybe because of like I find that more and more I see people in session, we don't have the same view or perception of what is a sunset, what is a sunrise, what is the first hours of the day, what is the last hours of the day. I find that actually a lot of people have different perception of this. Right. And so then it becomes it brings like a lot of interesting takes on it. Of course the purple sky is the extreme example, but I find that I become a bit more wholesome, I would say, because I've got a lot of people that brings their take on the table, which is like, oh, the sunset should look this way or look this way. And so I'm like, oh, I never noticed that actually maybe the sunset looks a bit more red, like, oh, I never noticed that the sunset looks a bit more greenish, like, and it's pretty fun actually to see that everyone has different perception of their visual, and it's cool.
But then how about directors that probably have a lot of knowledge on using DaVinci? Then do they try to take over or kind of teach you on how to do things? Like,
to be really honest with you, I didn't have that many directors that were super knowledgeable in DaVinci Resolve. In terms of color page, I find that I never met people like this. And I feel that if it happens, for me, right, if you're a director and you know the tool and you already know what you want to do, if you are comfortable and if you find the need of taking over, then you should take over. Because like that means that the colorist doesn't answer your vision. So, I mean, as you are the the person responsible for the project, you should take over, right? For me, as a colorist, I'm here to help the team. I'm here to help the DP. I'm here to help the director. And so, as a team player, I would give my station, for the director to do what he wants. For example, if he just find that my grading is not as good as what he wants, and let him make his stuff. Yeah.
And have you been in a session with the director and DP?
Yes.
And how's that like? Does that make things easier?
I actually really like to have the DP next to me, just like because when you have the DP that is communicating what he wanted on set, you have a clear view of the style and the look that they want to achieve. And so for me, like having the DP just enhance what I'm giving to the image, because now instead of being just one person doing the color, we are two, and also having a DP next to you, it's a lot of technical knowledge in terms of lighting, so it's really helpful, like when you are trying to enhance light inside your frame and inside your clips. So I find that it's very cool to have the DP next to you. Most of the time in the commercial world, the DP is rarely in the color grading session. Most of the time I'm with the director and the client. So I feel that also like, just to add into my thought, having the DP in the grading session gives me a bit more power in terms of decision, because then like I'm back to with the DP that can say like, okay, the limitation of the image is this, we can't go beyond because otherwise it's gonna break, and I'm having just a more like a head of department that tells a client what's going on, right?
Yeah, because I think it's really helpful, especially if the director and the DP know that, okay, we have a winner here, we have a really good spot. You want to enhance it to the max, and it's a lot more beneficial to have the DP in the color grading session, just so that you can get the best result.
I agree. It's a whole difference, it's a whole difference, and I find that most of the jobs that I've done, most of my best jobs had the DP in the session.
But you never had the DP for Nitrovis.
I had the DP. I had the DP for Nitrovis.
No, but we weren't here sitting next to you.
He's like every day with me.
Yeah.
I had the DP.
No, but I wasn't here, so that was
sorry.
a missing puzzle.
Oh, fine. You were calling quite often, though. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
I was being annoying, but that's me.
But that's nice.
Yeah. There's another. I like the spot that you graded for Milo.
Oh yeah, the Milo one?
Yeah, how's that like? Like, I was quite impressed with the result for that. So tell me the process. Like, the director was a foreigner, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the director is Henry Mason. So he's a UK director that flew in Vietnam, and so
See these European color palettes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
cool.
what was nice also in this session was to have the DP Tomboy that was, with
there.
me. Yeah. So then, like, then it's a great example. This commercial is a great example because
it's rare because Tomboy is rarely available. That guy's busy.
Yeah. But it was a great example because it was shot very moody, and it was intended to be moody, but at the color grading stage, agency started to be a bit scared of the client, for sure, you know, like, and so wanted to raise everything up. What was very good, because I told them that we don't have information, we're in the shadows, so it's gonna be really difficult to bring everything up, because it's gonna be then everything is lifted. And so what happened is Tomboy was behind me and say again to the agency that like there's nothing in the shadows, so we can't do anything. And so having Tomboy that say that to the agency made them be like, okay, that's good. So we just go with the plan and don't change. Having like the DP is having another authority figure that can say and that can advise the client and the agency that this is a good idea, this is not a good idea. And
but at the same time, like, what could they do if there's no information? Then,
you know, technically, like in commercials, I really feel that it's not about the look, it's not about the style, it's not about the concept. It's just about for the client to approve, right? And so then like sometimes you can do a very great grade and it just destroyed because the client wants it brighter and it wasn't shot that way, and then like you have everything lifted and it can happen quite often actually.
But yeah, I'm surprised Tomboy was available.
Yeah, that's good.
I did a job with him back in 2019 for Shivers, and I knew he was too busy to attend the color grading sesh, so I was like, could we at least send you the footage and you can send back some still grabs? And so he did that.
Oh, that's good. That's nice. See, that's nice. Yeah. Took the time to comment.
Yeah, but that was a really, really nice spot. So the client was happy.
Yeah. Everyone was happy.
So they didn't ask to.
No, actually not. You know. So I was quite surprised because normally like they are notorious for bright and having like color separated and you know this kind of stuff.
The main thing is like what I feel is that people in the industry, like the agency and clients, they really should have a bit more trust on all the departments, that being that the director, the editor, the DP, colorist, you know, because this is what we do, this is our craft, you know, and of course, you know, they can make a few tweaks here and there, but they should really listen to our advice, because this is our craft. I mean, this is what we specialize in, and going back to the differences in Korea, what I found was that the agency and client really put a lot of trust in the director.
That's good, yeah.
So for example, like getting a shot of the director, the agency will sit behind the director. How is it? Can we move on? Yes. Okay. and there were times where the director was like, okay, let's move on, without even getting the approval. So, you know, I think it helps, because at the same time the director has a lot of things in his mind, and it's just the peace of mind that, you know, that they don't have to, you know, second guess, is the client gonna like it? Is it too dark for them?
Yes.
I think if the client has chosen this director looking at his style from his reel, then you've made the obvious choice of, okay, I wanted this director because of a certain look he creates. But maybe this could be a part 1, and then down the road we'll do a part 2.
Yeah. Until like part 33. Yes.
Part 30. Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, you're living next to me, so that's fine.
Well, that's the thing. Like I live like around 5 minutes or so by cab or taxi.
Perfect.
So but this is a better backdrop, so I thought, why don't we do it at, do they refer to you as Chloe or Frenchie?
Frenchie.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but
so
this
you don't
is
want...
my anonymous
Okay. But did they know your name?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So I'd have to bleep it out, right?
No, you don't have to bleep it out.
But anyway, I'll correct myself. Frenchie
Yes, this is me.
lives nearby, and I thought she has a better backdrop than me.
Yes, exactly. So then Aswa is gonna come every week to shoot his video with my backdrop now.
Yeah, because it will boost her ratings. But this was quite fun doing this kind of collaborative vlog.
Vlog?
Is that what you call it? YouTube video?
Interview, something like that.
Yeah.
There's cool kids that call that podcast. You know?
Yeah, it's I would have to say it's a lot easier. Like, of course, there were times when my mind did go blank, but a lot less than when I was doing it on my own.
Yes, because I'm here to pressure you to answer your questions.
No, there's that, but I think there's this back and forth thing going on. And I think when you're just talking at the lens, you're just like, but at least, well, that's the thing. I think that's why human communication is important.
So this is the last word. Human communication is important, guys.
It is important.
And thank
Hashtag
you.
human communication. Check out Frenchie's channel, and all the info is down below. Easy.
Down below.
Down below. And please subscribe to Frenchie and obviously to my channel.